Welcome to This Week in History, where we delve into the significant events that have shaped the world we live in. This week we're exploring the remarkable occurrences from calendar week 35 throughout history. On August 26, 1920, a pivotal moment in American history unfolded as the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution was certified, granting women the right to vote. This victory was the culmination of decades of activism and struggle by suffragists who had tirelessly campaigned for equal voting rights. Figures like Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and Alice Paul played crucial roles in this movement, which reshaped the American political landscape by enfranchising half the population. The certification of the 19th Amendment marked a significant milestone in the fight for gender equality, though it would take many more years before all women, particularly women of color, could fully exercise their voting rights. On August 27, 1883, the volcanic island of Krakatoa in the Sunda Strait between Java and Sumatra erupted with catastrophic force. This eruption is one of the most violent volcanic events in recorded history, with a sound so loud it was heard over 3,000 miles away. The explosion generated massive tsunamis that devastated nearby coastlines and led to the deaths of over 36,000 people. The eruption also had significant global effects. The ash and sulfur dioxide released into the atmosphere caused spectacular sunsets and led to a noticeable drop in global temperatures for several years. The Krakatoa eruption remains a stark reminder of the immense power of natural forces and their ability to impact the entire planet. On August 28, 1963, a defining moment in the American Civil Rights Movement took place with the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Organized by a coalition of civil rights, labor, and religious organizations, the march drew over 250,000 participants to the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. It was here that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, calling for an end to racism and for civil and economic rights for all. His powerful words resonated with the nation and the world, becoming a cornerstone of the civil rights struggle. The march helped galvanize public support for civil rights legislation, leading to the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. On August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina made landfall on the Gulf Coast of the United States, becoming one of the deadliest and most destructive hurricanes in the country's history. The hurricane caused catastrophic flooding in New Orleans after levees failed, submerging large parts of the city underwater. The disaster claimed over 1,800 lives and displaced hundreds of thousands of people. The slow and inadequate response by government agencies drew widespread criticism and highlighted severe shortcomings in disaster preparedness and response. Katrina's impact was profound, not only in terms of the immediate devastation but also in how it exposed deep social, economic, and racial inequalities in the United States. On August 30, 1967, Thurgood Marshall was confirmed as the first African-American justice of the United States Supreme Court. Marshall's appointment was a significant milestone in American history, reflecting the progress of the civil rights movement. Before joining the Supreme Court, Marshall was a formidable lawyer who argued and won numerous cases before the court, most notably Brown v. Board of Education in 1954, which ruled that racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional. As a Supreme Court justice, Marshall was a strong advocate for individual rights and liberties, and he left a lasting legacy through his dedication to justice and equality. On August 31, 1997, the world was stunned by the tragic death of Diana, Princess of Wales, in a car crash in Paris. Diana, known as the People's Princess, was beloved for her charity work, her openness with the public, and her efforts to humanize the British monarchy. Her death at the age of 36 sparked an outpouring of grief around the world, and millions of people mourned her loss. The circumstances surrounding the crash led to numerous conspiracy theories and widespread speculation, although official investigations concluded it was an accident caused by the driver's recklessness and the pursuit by paparazzi. Diana's legacy continues to influence the royal family and charitable work globally. On September 1, 1939, World War II began as Nazi Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland. This act of aggression prompted Britain and France to declare war on Germany 2 days later. The invasion of Poland was executed with a new form of warfare known as Blitzkrieg, or lightning war, characterized by rapid, coordinated attacks using aircraft, tanks, and infantry. The fall of Poland was swift, and the country was divided between Germany and the Soviet Union as part of a secret agreement. The invasion marked the beginning of a conflict that would become the deadliest and most widespread war in human history, ultimately reshaping the global political order. Also on September 1st, but in 1985, the wreck of the RMS Titanic was discovered on the floor of the North Atlantic Ocean more than 70 years after it sank on its maiden voyage in 1912. The discovery was made by a joint American-French expedition led by Dr. Robert Ballard. The Titanic had long been a symbol of human hubris and tragedy, and its sinking resulted in the deaths of more than 1,500 passengers and crew. The discovery of the wreck provided valuable insights into the ship's final moments, and spurred renewed interest in its story, leading to further explorations, and eventually to the creation of the highly successful 1997 film, Titanic. As we conclude our journey through calendar week 35 in 2024, we're reminded of the rich tapestry of human history, woven from the threads of triumph and tragedy, progress and perseverance. Join us next time as we continue to explore the stories that have shaped our world. Like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and join us again next week here on Worldwide History Productions.